and State Legislature, General Studies Paper 2, Polity and Governance. This question targets a critical structural area that frequently features in the exam: how the upper houses of the central and state governments differ in power and utility. UPSC Mains Model Question. Question: while the Rajya Sabha, Council of States, at the central level acts as a powerful revising chamber with significant constitutional powers, the legislative councils, Vidhan Parishads, at the state level exist largely at the mercy of the legislative assemblies. Critically analyze. 15 meters, 250 words. Model answer. Introduction. The Indian Constitution adopts a bicameral legislative structure at the union level, making it mandatory under Article 79. However, under Article 168, it leaves the creation of a bicameral legislature at the state level optional. While both the Rajya Sabha, RS, and the State Legislative Council, LC, are designed as upper houses to act as revising chambers, their constitutional status, relevance, and functional teeth differ drastically. 1. The Rajya Sabha, a powerful revising chamber. The Rajya Sabha is not merely a secondary house. It is a federal institution protecting state interests and enjoys nearly equal footing with the Lok Sabha, LS, in most constitutional domains. Legislative powers. An ordinary bill cannot become law unless passed by both houses. In case of a deadlock, a joint sitting, Article 108, is called. Constitutional amendments. Under Article 368, the Rajya Sabha has equal power to amend the Constitution. There is no provision for a joint sitting here. If the Rajya Sabha rejects it, the bill dies. Special federal powers. Article 249. It can authorize the Parliament to make laws on a state subject. Article 312. It alone can initiate the creation of a new All India service. 2. Legislative councils, existing at the mercy of assemblies. In stark contrast, a legislative council, Vidhan Parishad, occupies a highly subordinate position relative to its legislative assembly, Vidhan Sabha. Existential vulnerability. Under Article 169, the Parliament can create or abolish a legislative council simply by a simple majority, provided the state's legislative assembly passes a resolution by a special majority. Its very survival depends on the lower house. No power to stop legislation. Unlike the Rajya Sabha, the council cannot permanently block an ordinary bill. It can only delay it for a maximum of. If the assembly passes the bill a second time, it is deemed passed by both houses. No provision for joint sitting. If a deadlock arises, the will of the Legislative Assembly automatically prevails. Constitutional ratification. The Council has no voice in ratifying specific constitutional amendment bills that require states' consent. Comparison table. RS versus State Legislative Council. Feature. Rajya Sabha, Central Level, Legislative Council, State Level, Status of Existence. Permanent. Cannot be abolished. Temporary. Can be abolished under Article 169. Max delaying capacity. Ordinary bill, indefinite, leads to a joint sitting. Max 4 months. No joint sitting exists. Constitutional amendment. Equal power to pass or reject. No effective role or veto power. Electorate, composition. Elected solely by MLAs. Mix of MLAs, local bodies, graduates, teachers, and nominees. Critical evaluation and way forward. The Legislative Council is often criticized by political analysts as an unnecessary luxury and a parking lot for politically defeated leaders, which drains state exchequers without offering meaningful checks. Currently, only 6 out of 28 states maintain a legislative council. However, they do serve a minor democratic purpose by allowing academicians, intellectuals, and experts, who might avoid direct electoral politics, to contribute to state policymaking. Conclusion. To prevent the misuse of legislative councils as political tools, a national policy regarding their creation and abolition needs to be streamlined. While the Rajya Sabha remains indispensable to safeguard Indian federalism, the Legislative Council requires structural reforms to evolve from a subordinate ornament into an effective advisory chamber. For a deeper visual breakdown of answer structuring and how to handle questions surrounding parliamentary and state-level legislative committees, you can watch this UPSC Mains GS2 answer writing strategy video. This resource breaks down effective introduction styles, constitutional provisions, and diagrammatic presentations tailored for the polity paper.